Hello and welcome to the channel, and as you can tell, it's already done. So I don't know what I've done with my intro, so I'm here in the future welcoming you to the channel and today's video, which is putting up these three pictures, and yeah, so we'll get the video going and see how we get on. So the kitchen previously was a dining room and a kitchen, and we've had a supporting wall took down, and now we're left with a wall there. Now there was a door there and the radiator was on this wall here, but we had French doors put in. So what the task is tonight, as this is a post-work activity, is put these pictures on. So we've got 3 pictures in total that are going to be on the wall. Middle one centred to the radiator, and then 2 either side. Now, before we get on with that, another little task I've got, which I won't do in this video, and I have covered it on a previous video, is installing radiator reflectors. Now, we installed them before we started the renovation, and what a difference it made. And for what they cost, I can't remember off the top of my head, they're around £30, but they're very beneficial. So when we did the renovation, the plumbers kindly chucked them all away. So I've had to get some more off Radfleck, and we'll get them installed at a later date in another video, and I'll cover why I think they're good, how they've benefited us, and you can get 10% off with DIY Journey 10. I'll pop a link down below, but yeah, so that'll be covered in another video, but they've arrived today, so that's good news. So we'll get back to installing the pictures. So I'll cover what I'm going to do. Again, as with anything, it's not really a how-to, but I'll just cover what I'm doing and the differences with the fixings. Behind there, as I've explained previously, there was a door, so that's actually a stud, whereas that is breeze block. And I'll show you when, I won't be putting a picture up there, but on the other side of that wall there's a cupboard that I'll be putting some coat hooks on, and I'll show you the difference of the different fixings that I've used and why. So we'll get going, and I'll get my tools together, and let's see what we get done. All set up. I'll be using laser on the wall, as you can see. So speaking to the boss, she would like the centre picture in the gap between the radiator and the ceiling, and obviously in the centre. Now, I know when we had the radiator put in that the 2 pipes, the sort of the feed and the return for the radiator, run directly under the middle. Now, a key for all you upcoming new builders, if you get the opportunity, take photos of everything, all cables, all pipes, and it will remove any sort of risk of hitting them. Now, them particular pipes are plastic. I can't detect where they are or anything. So what I've done is I've took pictures and I've took measurements. So I know that the pipes are there, and I know there's a gap of about 20mm in the middle that I can get my wall plugs in, as you can see there, and hang these pictures. Now, the pictures themselves aren't heavy. So what route I'm going down is just putting plugs in. Not massive. I'm only going for the, I think these are 6mm. I think it tells me on them. Yeah, 6mm by 28. And these particular ones are raw plug Uno, and they're my sort of go-to. I really like raw plug products, but another good option is these Fisher. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're quite good, them, to be fair, and I quite like them. But my sort of go-to, and as you can see here, let me just pick them up. I buy them in bulk because I use them a lot. So I use mainly the red and the brown ones. Brown are just a bit more robust and take more weight, but for this particular instance we'll be going with the red, I think, and I'll sort of assess it as we get on. So covered the radiator up. First job, I'm going to measure it out, see where I want to be, see where the hooks are on the back of the pictures, and kind of take it from there. So time lapse is going, and I'll put that on now. So marked up the wall, we've got a centre, we've got sort of the level at this between at the height is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to set up the laser just yet because if we flip, I'll show these ones. I need to check the centre of in here, and then I'll measure from there to where the picture would hook onto the screw I put in, and we can grasp that sort of now. So what I'll do is I'm going to measure the back of there, and then I'm going to poke a hole at the height I need above the centre mark. Make sure I'm missing a pipe, so I do it with very slowly with a screwdriver and just feel if I can feel a pipe. If I can't, happy days, and we can crack on to put the fixings in and get going. So that's what I'm going to do now. Figure out where the hook is and get it transferred onto the wall, and then once I've got that marked, I can then set the laser up, and then in theory they should be level as long as the hooks are all the same on all three pictures. So that's what I'm going to do now, and we'll carry on with the time lapse. Right, so bit careful drilling. Now, what I forgot is when the pipes were put in, and I'll pop a picture in now actually, the gap was filled with, I forgot what they call it, browning is it, something, like a plastering mix. So I couldn't actually get the screwdriver all the way through. So what I did is I drilled sort of 8mm, something like that, with the drill bit, and then finished it with the flat bladed screwdriver just so I could feel hitting anything. And then the plug is in the wall. Now what I've done, and you can hear the kick space heater on, just turn the heating on, make sure there's no leaks or anything daft like that. But yeah, so first one's up. So what I need to do now is measure either side away now. Make sure all the hooks are in the same place, and then we can add them on and see how they are. And yeah, so I'm just going to get cracking now. Should be straightforward. I know there's no cables, pipes or anything like that, so we could just get going and get these on. Pretty simple. So I think spacing wise we're going to go for about maybe 150mm gap in between, and we'll sort of play it by ear. It's a bit, I've never sort of done this before, so we'll see how it looks, because yeah, so far so good, and let's keep going. Last one, as you can see, we've got the two up. The last one, I've just drilled the hole, and that's hollow, so that's the stud where there used to be a door down there. So I'm going to fix this one in a slightly different way, using the raw plug interset fixings, which are the hollow wall anchors. So it's a bit more robust, a bit too robust if you like for this application, this particular size. So what happens is that goes in the wall, and then using the tool, it pulls this and folds these out so they sit up against the back of the plasterboard, and then I can screw that in, and that's pretty much as it is. I thought I did have one already sort of squished, but I haven't, so I can't really show you. But yeah, we'll use one of these, and I'll get it in the wall and then use the tool to pull it in. It tights up against the thing, and then we can put the screw back in. So we'll get that done now, and I'll get the camera up close and so you can see
yourself the raw plug insertion tool, and then what you do is you pull the screw out slightly and then sit this between the screw and the fixing. So then what we'll do is we shove it in the wall and then we pump it until it's tight. So do that.
So that's that one in there. So what's happened is that's the tool pulls the bottom of the fixing up and spreads where you saw the sort of zigzag section up against the back of the plasterboard and holds it in place. So that's absolutely solid. They're brilliant for stud walls, brilliant for like TV fixings and stuff on a stud wall. But you do want to check and get the right size fixing to suit the weight and the sort of shear force that you're putting on it. So that's what we're using for that. Really simple. So we'll get this one up, and that should be it.
A picture perfect, underserving.
And just like that, it's all done. 3 pictures, kind of transformed the dining room, filled this wall up, made it a lot less plain, sort of blends in, and adds a bit of colour. So I'm not a massive fan of grey. Well, I like grey, I don't like it everywhere, and I feel the room just needed that bit of colour, and yeah, so there we have them. 3 pictures, all up in a row, all level, and no disasters, fortunately. So hope you've enjoyed the video, hope it's been useful. Just a few small tips along the way. I'll link all the plugs that I've used for this particular project and the tools as well down below, and you could grab them from my Amazon storefront and do the same job as what I've done. So thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and please make sure you subscribe for more videos of this nature coming very soon. And please make sure you check out Instagram, the_DIY_journey, for more day-to-day updates for jobs that I get on with around the house. That's sort of more how-to-y and the process in detail. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.